Hi, it's Heather here. I get on here and vlog if you're a new watcher or whatever and just talk about stuff that I'm going through. And it kind of mainly revolves around trying to find purpose with my life and kind of going through depression and stuff like that and everything. And it's 10 o'clock at night and I used to work third shift and I've been out of work and I have a child, but she was taken from me almost a year ago, and so my life's just kind of been falling apart. But I'm sitting here tonight and I actually went over and bought me some food. Like, I was like, yeah, I'm worth getting me some food that I actually want to eat instead of sitting here like scrimping and, trying to save money and everything. And then I think also, like, whenever I went over yesterday and with my friend and got some food also from the store that's close to me because I don't have a car and stuff, and my friend drove me over and everything. Um, they were like, like one of the girls there was like, "So when are you coming back to work?" And then this other woman that knows me just kept smiling at me, and she's like you can tell she wants me back at work too, because she appreciates my company at least, even if she don't verbally say it and everything. And it just made me feel good, and it made me feel like, well, maybe I should go back to work. But it's like a falsified, I feel like, of anybody kind of wanting me back over there and everything, because I feel like it's just like, let's use the good in you, and everything, and then let's bitch when you're not perfect or whatever. And of course, I'm not perfect. And then also, I took the 16 personality type test, again, that's put out by the Myers-Briggs. Um, and like, I took it, 4 or 5 days ago, and I took it again tonight, like, just to see, like, if maybe if I answered the questions different, if it would come out different. Oh my god, what the fuck? It's like I'm nervous, and I'm nervous because it's 10 o'clock and my curfew's at 11, and because my life's just kind of shit. But anyways, so I took it again tonight, and it come out the same thing, and I'm what is considered an INFP. And apparently, the more I do research on it, it's like, yes, I'm going to struggle with my life. And yes, my fucking life sucks. And there are only 4% of us in the U.S. population. And then my friend that I do have, like the only friend that I kind of have right now, like, she's like, oh, well, that's normal. That's the normal amount. Because if you take 100 and divide it by 16, then, and so I did that and everything, but then I looked into it, and there's actually, what is it, it's EN something, I don't know, it's like two different letters. I don't know if it's F, P, or J, or J, EN, J, I don't know, but anyways, they make up, like, was it 13 or 18 point of the percent, that they're like the highest percent of, like, a personality type that the human race has. And so it's not just, oh, that everybody makes up 4%. No, these people make up anywhere from 13 to 18%. So they are the average. So they are the average Joes that go out there, and they got a better support system than people that only got 4%, in my fucking opinion. And so I'm just like, yay. And it's like, I've had people kind of pick on me about, like, the whole unicorn type shit type thing and everything, because of something that I said to one of my friends when I was younger and everything. And then, like, my kid's all into, or she was all into unicorns and stuff. She's older now. She's 12, so I don't know if she acted like she was, and then she hit middle school, and I don't know what the hell happened. But, it's like, yay, I'm unique. Fuck, that sucks. And it's like, the more that I look into trying to find similarities, that way I fit in with society, the more I find out I'm not going to fit in. And I'm just like, fuck my life. And it's like, so I hear that I'm an INFP, and then, like, just the way that I do things and everything, it's like I don't get along with anybody for the most part. Most people do not understand me. And now it's like, yes, it's confirmed. Most people are never going to understand you. And it's like, fuck. You know? And so I'm sitting here because I'm wide awake and I want to get up. Like, this is what I genuinely want to do. And that's another thing, too. I've been into tarot readings a long time ago when I was a kid, and now again since I've gotten older and I got free time on my hands to get on here and even do this shit and everything. And dang on, it's like, a tarot reading that I watched stated that, oh, Leo, you're not depressed, because I'm a Leo, for as far as Western astrology, and I'm Cancer in Vedic astrology. And it's like, oh, Leo, you are not depressed. You are depressed because your environment. And that's another thing, too. I kind of let my landlord have a taste of just a slight, like, because I don't want to go off on people and, like, argue and cause real big problems. The thing is I'm always so nice. I'm always so nice to everybody. And then when I stand up for myself, and I even stand up for myself in a way that I'm just like, you know what? And I just like hit them with the brakes is the best way to put it. I just hit them with the fucking brakes. I'm like, you know what? I've had it. I'm done. I'm done. And then they want to sit there and they want to be like, you're so mean, and like kind of cry and milk it for I'm so mean, and then they feel that they gotta be real mean to me, where the only reason that I ever throw up the brakes on anybody is because you're being petty or mean with me, and I don't fucking appreciate it, and I can only handle so much disrespect before I've had my limit. And so that's what happened, is I just had my limit, and I was like, I'm done. Like, I've had it. And apparently, I kind of self-sabotaged myself a little bit, because I was like, and I'm so done, I don't even want to live here anymore whenever my lease is up. But the thing is I actually do want to, for the fact that I've lived here already so many years, and the house is done home, even though it's an apartment, but it's done home to a degree. It's like, for starters, if you move from one place to another, to another, to another, and if every landlord wants to get you for something and say, oh, you owe this for that and that for this every time you leave a place, then that's more money that you're going to have to pay in for what the fuck ever if something does happen where you have to do that. And so you're going to end up losing more money over your lifetime if you keep moving from place to 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 place, because landlords are like that for the majority, for as far as I've heard and understood. Now, granted, this is only my first landlord completely by myself, my second landlord in my whole lifetime, because I rented a place with my husband. And I cleaned that place so fucking immaculately that they literally rented it out the week after we left. And the thing is, okay, we moved out, and she didn't even come and do the walkthrough with us until 5 days later. 2 days after we did the fucking walkthrough, she rented that place. She told me on the walkthrough, she's like, oh, I won't be able to rent it, and I'll have to call people in to clean it, and it's going to take forever. And she's like, and it'll probably be 2 weeks before this smell gets out of here, because I had one cat at the time. It'll be 2 weeks? It was 2 fucking days. That's how immaculately clean the fucking place was. And then she wouldn't even give me back my fucking deposit. But anyways, so I told the landlord here, I was like, I'm just done, and it makes me mad, and it makes me wonder why I'm alive, why I live, why I've worked, why I'm going to rent a place or buy a place or whatever, put in money to a fucking house just to get told by somebody somewhere higher up for the rest of my fucking life that my house is not up to par with their fucking standards. You know, like something about the way I do something or something. Because even if you go and you get a fucking, you know, like mortgage or whatever and shit like that, you still have people that are like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, da-da-da-da-da, and then it takes you so long to pay the fucking shit off or what the hell ever. And then if I do that, then I just need to, I guess, make it to where nobody ever comes over, because I can't handle the negativity of people, because I'm sitting here and I'm thinking of my family and the way that my family does and the way that they nitpick everything. And then people even do that. And people have even done that here. And it's sickening. I hate life. Why are we alive? Can anybody message me or comment up under, like, what's purpose? Like, I don't know. But, anyways, like, if I was living separate and not in an apartment that has a fucking curfew, which is retarded, and I'm 30, if I was living in a, trailer, I think I said apartment, I don't know what the fuck I said. If I was living in a trailer or a house, right now I would hop up, I would cut on music, and I would clean my house. I want to do that so bad. I've wanted to do that so bad so many times in the 4 years of me living here that it's like nails on a fucking chalkboard inside my goddamn brain, and it just makes me want to beat my head against the fucking wall because I can't do that. And even at that, I tried to get in a routine of cleaning. I tried to kind of let my little OCD self kind of come back that I used to be when I was younger, and I was like, okay, every Monday I'm going to wake up, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the bathroom, 5:30 a.m. Going to wake up and clean the bathroom. Then I'm going to make breakfast. Then, Ava's going to go off to school. That's my daughter's name. Then I'm going to go into work. Then we're going to do this. And then on Tuesdays, I'm going to clean, my room. And on Wednesdays, I'm going to clean the living room. And on Thursdays, I'm going to help Ava kind of clean her room. But mainly it's going to be her room. On Fridays, I'm going to clean the kitchen. And it's like I couldn't do that because my neighbor would beat on the fucking wall because I was making a racket and she was trying to sleep. And, like, one of my neighbors is the landlord's sister. So, put that in your little shit potluck of my life, I guess, and everything. So, anyways, it's just... And it's like, well, why would I want to stay here, and everything? But I've got used to it. I mean, that's just, it's like a comfort thing. And it's like I feel like people love to manipulate the hell out of that for anybody, for anybody. They're like, oh, let's make them feel comfortable. And then we'll get what we want out of them and treat them like shit and kick them while they're down and, make sure that they never... And I don't fucking understand that. I don't understand why you would want to do that to people and everything. Like, I really don't. It sickens me. And then concluding, like, my whole life, I've been trying to feel comfortable, and I never feel comfortable. It's like it's that much more fucking degrading and shit and everything, and I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. But it's like, here it is, it's late, and I'm used to working third shift, and I'm full of energy right now. I'm motivated to do stuff myself, but I'm discouraged by the outside, judgments, views, whatever you want to call it, of others and everything. Because I know if I play music, she's gonna come beating on the fucking door and bitching about it. Then she's gonna call her sister and bitch about it. Then her sister's gonna call me, bitch about it. And then it's just gonna be a circle. And I know this because I've done this shit before. It's just bitch, 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 bitch. And it's just back and forth and everything else. And so I'm just like, God, can I die? And it's like, so I guess I'm just trying to figure out how to find something that, in a nutshell, makes me happy, that cannot be tampered with, by other people. And I honestly don't know what the fuck that would even be. Because everything I do, I feel like, winds up getting tampered with by other people. I have no... This living room is not mine. If I vacuum it right now, they're gonna raise hell, you know? Like, my bedroom, I can't go make my fucking bed. It'll make too much noise. That's how absurd it is living here. And that's how absurd it's been living here the whole fucking time. And so I'm like, maybe I wouldn't even be considered as being depressed. I would be considered as just having depressed moods from time to time, like a normal person, if I wasn't living here. And I really wonder, because yes, I've been depressed because I lived with my family and shit like that, and like my life circumstances. But if you take my life circumstances and give me better life circumstances, then I don't think I would be depressed. So mine is all circumstantial bullshit. My friend Jennifer, she was like, what was it? I don't know which words she used to describe it. Describe it. What the fuck is wrong? Like I said, I'm nervous. I'm afraid I'm being too loud. Like, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. I pay rent and I'm afraid I'm being too loud. Even though it's only 10:30. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. And then I had a neighbor that was just as bad as my father was when I lived with him, that was here for like 2.5 fucking years. Oh my God. Horrible. But anyways, I just want to run the fuck away. I really do. I'm really, seriously, I've thought about it. I don't want to, like, I do and I don't. I want to get the fuck out of here and see if that'll make me feel better. That's the best way that I can come up with how to word it. I want to get the fuck out of here and see if it'll make me feel better. Before I was fixing to renew this year's lease, or sign this year's lease, there was a trailer that was for rent here. And see, the trailer, even though it's a trailer and it's still owned by the same people, and it's like, shh, be quiet past 11, it's separate. The walls are way away from, theirs or whatever, for as far as like, in the apartment, you share walls, and shit. So I could play music in the fucking trailer and nobody would give a shit. Nobody would even fucking know for the most part. And so I'm just in fucking hell. And this is what has been happening to me because of my landlord, because of her sister being my fucking neighbor and her mom being my fucking neighbor. And then damn fucking, like, the fucking neighbor that I used to have that was a piece of shit. Like, I don't know. And it's like, it's one of those people that gets obsessed with me. That's what somebody that studies, because I've been watching like little studies, that people that study the personality of an INFP. Y'all need to fucking look up or fucking find out why the hell some people get obsessed with us. Like, I'm talking like, I've had stalkers like come out of fucking the woodwork out of nowhere, and I'm just like, what? Huh? Like, and so I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. I'm really pissed off. I really want to do what I want to do, and I can't do what I want to do. And I've never been able to do what I want to do. It makes me want to go and shave my fucking head, and then I can't even do that. Because if I was to go in the bathroom and cut buzzers on, even if I had a fucking, set of clippers, she would start beating on the wall probably and be like, I can hear you. And then even if she don't do that, and she hasn't done that, even though she has beat on the wall and called me a bitch, you know, like, just fucking hell. Can I just die? Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to go back to work at a job that I literally fucking would rather have my toenails pulled out than to go back to, because that's how sensitive I am as a INFP. I think I said that correct earlier. I don't know if I did. I don't fucking know. My mind's shot right now because I'm tired. Because when you're angry and you cannot express it, it makes you sleepy. But not sleepy like your mind, just sleepy like your body's like, you know, like gone. But anyways, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know at all. I feel so stupid right now. I want to be around people that make me feel good about myself, and that is really fucking hard to find. Because people will compliment me, but then they'll insult me too. That's another thing too that it said about our personality, is that a lot of people think that we're naive, and I'm like, nah, shit, Sherlock. Do you know how many people I've had walk around talking about how stupid they think I am right in front of me, and they think that I don't understand that they're calling me stupid because they're doing it in a very articulate, you know, intellectual way, you know, a little sly remark, and I'm just like, hi. uh Whew. Oh God. Talk about built up anger. But anyways, I don't even know. It's like I barely have enough money to get a vehicle. And then I'm going to have to have a lot of faith on God if I get a vehicle, that I'll get a job in enough time that I don't run out of money. But right now, if I go and tippy toe back to my previous job, I'll more than likely get it, because I've had 3 or 4 people in a month tell me that I need to come back. So that means that they're pulling for me, you know, they look for me too and everything else. But then the one that I seen last night, I also seen tonight. And last night when I seen her, she's like, so when you coming back? And I was like, I don't know, I'll think about it. And then I seen her again tonight, and she's like, what? You need your job back? Like, cocky with me. And I was just like, don't do that, because I'll hang my fucking self before I come back to work if you want to play that game. Like, that's what went through my head. Like, you don't push me. You know, I push me. God pushes me. My morals push me. But you don't push me. And I don't like people that do that. And I get that she might have been joking, but I really doubt, you know, that it was like... And apparently, I just found out another thing, too, about my personality type, is that we're pretty hated by some people, or whatever. So I'm gonna look into more on that. That might explain more of my fucking horrible ass life. I just need to find people that do like to get along with me. And I hope and pray to God that my friend really is an INFJ, because if that's the case, then I think that that's why we've got along so well as we have, and I hope that continues and everything else. But I don't know. I don't even want to get off here because I have nothing to do. I have stuff to do, but I have nothing, like, I can sit here and write, but it's like everything has been tainted by somebody in my life. Everything has been tainted. Because I allow everything to be tainted. Because I bring people into my life. Because that's just like the normal thing for me to do, I guess, you know, or something. I don't fucking know. It's like my relationship with my dogs is tainted because I had to hear my grandmother and my dad and even my own fucking kid talk negatively about them. And then I've talked negatively about them. And so it's a tainted relationship. And the apartment is completely and totally tainted by the way I was treated by the landlord's sister, the landlord's mother, and the neighbors that I've had beforehand, and even the neighbors that I have now. My writing is tainted because my landlord looked at one of my papers because she came into my apartment apparently one day, or her maintenance people did, and apparently since the paper is setting out just on the coffee table, not closed notebook, they're going to read it, read a line from it, and then they're going to go around talking and saying that one specific word that I came up with. And the thing is, too, is it was a very, very angry, you know, poem, if you will, or song. And it was none of their fucking business, because it's not like I was gonna publish it, put it out, sing it, or anything. So my writing has even been tainted. And then my writing was tainted before then because I had a notebook that I threw away when I was a kid. And some of those songs I've heard on the fucking radio. And I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. And I'm sitting here, this broke ass mama, if you will. And I'm just like, really? So if I just would have had somebody give a shit about me emotionally and be supportive and actually be there for me of their own free will. And see, that's the thing too, like with me, for as far as my personality or what the fuck ever, if you don't want to be there for me, okay. Like, oh fucking K. I'm not gonna go and beg and plead, and maybe I come across as cocky because maybe I don't ask. But that's one thing that this guy said dealing with our personalities is he's like, instead of an INFP just straight up asking, you know, hey, I need to go to the store, will you take me? Instead, I'll be like, hey, what are you doing? Are you busy today? Would you like to hang out? Would you like to go someplace? Like, even, there's a few times that I've wanted to take my friend and her daughter out to eat just because when I was working, I still had, like, a little bit of extra money and stuff. And so instead of being like, you know, hey, you want to go out to eat here? Instead of just, like, being like that, instead, I'm just like, hey, what are you up to today? And she's always busy, so I'm just like, you know. And if it's meant to be, it'll be type situation, you know, and everything. And then I'm like, well, you know, maybe I should save my money, you know, and this and that and everything. But it's like just to hang out, you know, as friends or whatever. And even the girl that I fell in love with, like, whenever I would, you know, kind of get in touch with her and everything, I'd be like, hey, what are you up to and stuff. It wasn't dating, because if it was dating, I would be like, would you like to go out on a date with me? I never considered myself as dating her. Except for right there at the very last, which, I mean, it was obvious, because I was hugging up on her and shit, and that didn't work out, but anyways. Fucking hell. I hate even thinking about that. Because I wanted to try so bad. And then I'm shy and I'm backwards and I'm awkward. And then she is too. Lord, is she. In her own little unique, weird way. But I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I might end up writing something, but I just worry. And even though I've talked about how I changed the lock, that way they couldn't get in and stuff, it's like, it does not take a lot to discourage me. And unfortunately, we live in a world that loves, absolutely fucking adores, like feeds off of it like it's fucking water for life. Loves to discourage others, loves to cut others down, loves to kick their feet out from up underneath them, loves to pull the rug out from up underneath them. All the fucking time. And that's why I'm depressed, and that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna fucking hang myself. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be out there dead, and they're gonna have to come and get my body and clean me up, and it's gonna be all nasty, you know. Then my kid's gonna cry, you know, and then my kid's gonna be like, maybe I should have actually gave a damn to, you know, be nice to my mom, at least civil towards me. And she's being civil. I'll give her that. She's not being ill in like her behavior. But it's just like no emotional attachment whatsoever. And I'm just like, who are you? What have you done with my kid? But then again, I get that she can be like that because she's a Gemini. And I've been around so many fucking Geminis that they can just, it's like a light switch. I'm interested, I'm not interested. And so my kid was interested for 11 years in me being her mom, and now she's just not interested in it. It's like, you're who? You're what? You did what? I came from where? I don't give a shit. Fuck you. You know, and I'm just like, oh, honey. And I'm like, okay, because I'm a Leo. And I can get like that if I had to be, but I never would with my kid. But I'll be damned if I ever feel the want to kind of put her in her place for as far as giving her a dose of her own medicine. I'm kind of pro at that shit. But luckily she's 12 and I don't want to do that to her, and I wouldn't want to do that to her until she was probably up in her 20s. And then that would be only if her life was kind of together, but she was just treating me like shit. Because if her life's falling apart, it's my job to help her. So, my baby. My beautiful baby. My beautiful, smart little baby. Sneaky. Sneaky girl. Oh. But anyways, I don't know. I don't know what to do, what to think, what to say, or anything. I've thought about going back over across the way, because it's not, well, hell, I ain't afraid to walk in the fucking dark any goddamn ways. And then I thought about going for a walk, but I was like, I will get hit by a fucking car. And plus, it's been raining, so somebody will probably end up splashing me with water at some point in time, and it might rain tonight. If I had a fucking car and there was a park that I could go walk at, I would fucking go there right now. Like, in a fucking heartbeat. Like, just go walk around and think about things. And if I had somebody to talk to, that would be fucking awesome. But my life is here like it is, and everybody works, and everybody has different schedules, and everybody has their own lives, and their own goals, and their own dreams, and their own accomplishments, and their own. And so whenever somebody can give me a little bit of, you know, encouragement or a little attention, it's like, yay, a little, so I can kind of thrive. And then it's like, how do you become attentive of yourself that you're like, you know what, fuck everybody, and you become a complete and total narcissist in doing this, though, and you're like, you know what, nobody else can take care of me, I gotta take care of myself. And so you do that, and then you become this selfish asshole that's so wrapped up in yourself you never do anything for anybody else again. It's like a mentality that gets stuck in your head, and you've got to catch yourself in it and break out of it. Because if not, like, I don't even fucking know. I'm gonna end this video because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But anybody that likes my videos or wants to talk or chat or whatever, you can hit me up on Messenger, and I'll talk back to you. If you're going through depression, if you have suicidal thoughts and you need somebody to talk to that gets it, understands, or if you're another INFP and you need somebody to talk to because your fucking life is just shit, you can hit me up on here or on my Facebook, on Messenger, and I'll talk to you. Other than that, I'm going to end this video, and I'll catch you later.